stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Scheduled for upcoming, no, it should be now. Okay. Yeah, that took a while. So, all right. Hello, kitten. Yeah. I'm not sure what you want. You got everything that you need, kitten. Oh, the window isn't open, is it? Okay. All right. So, I think that, no, still gotta. This will all get better in just a few weeks. I can tell you exactly how long here in a minute. As soon as I'm done sharing. Yeah, I'll get it, dude. Don't worry. Did you catch the new podcast? There's a new podcast out. I'm just trying to eat up some time here. Can I share it there? I don't know. But it's gonna be there twice then. I don't know. Fuck. Almost there. Just 2 more shares. And I got rid of 90% of my groups. It's just in these groups, people actually, it does something. So, man, took me 3 minutes to share. That is not good. That's not good. That's all right. Not necessarily bad either. Let's see how many more days I'm on restriction. Real quick here. Live video. Go live. 12 more days. 12 more days I'm on restriction. For nothing. For nothing. I didn't do what they said I did. That's what pisses me off. Because I am more than happy. Like if I had actually done something, then I'd admit it. I don't have a problem with it. I'm gonna get a fan. But I gotta be quiet. My wife's still sleeping. All right, I'm back. Open the window. No, you didn't want the window? You wanted your dad for reals? No way. My kitty cats love me. Oh, like the beer. Yeah. Yeah. I take care of them. I scoop their poop. I feed them, discipline them. But when it's time to go to sleep, they sleep with mom. Because they feel more protected. It's not surprising in a pride. Usually the kids sleep with the mom. So that's actually exactly how it should be, because my job is to guard. And my cats sleep very peacefully because I take care of them. All right, welcome to Daily Trudge. I can only talk for so long about nonsense before we got to get started. So, today was pretty big, or yesterday there was a lot of people. So today I'm not. Yeah. If you're here, please say hello, whether watching live or the rewatch. I believe we're going to be. Where are we going to be? We're going to be on page 152. I wish I would have looked at that. All right. A new life. This can consist of so much, man. I mean, a new life. It's a pretty big thing for an alcoholic whose whole life is screwed up. And this isn't a vision for you. Yeah, it's in a vision for you. Let's get this. All right. It'd be nice when we get back to Facebook, because then at least I can have a. It isn't so much that I'm worried about whether people are seeing it or not. It's just that when people are here, I do better. That's what it is. It's kind of a selfish thing, but we have a lot of fun here, or at least I try to. I try and mix humor with education. Sometimes I'll get a little serious. You know, yeah. So a vision for you. For most normal folks, drinking means conviviality, companionship, and colorful imagination. It means release from care, boredom, and worry. It is the joyous intimacy with friends and a feeling that life is good. But not so with those in the last days of heavy drinking. You know what? I don't know who does that. I don't hang out with anybody that even does that. It's changed a little bit, hasn't it? Yeah, it's changed a little bit. But not so with us in those last days of heavy drinking. The old pleasures were gone. They were but memories. Never could we recapture the great moments of the past. There was an insistent yearning to enjoy life as we once did, and the heartbreaking obsession that some numerical control would enable us to do it. There was always one more attempt and one more failure. I never tried to control my drinking. Hey, Daryl, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I never tried to control my drinking. See, I knew I was an alcoholic, and in my mind, it was just silly because drinking gave me something else. And whether I was drinking or not didn't really determine what made it determine whether I liked you or not. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Good old smoker's cough. What alcohol did for me was it gave me there was this one kid, he picked on me a lot, and I snuck out of the house one night, and I went and kicked all the heads off the God, my brain is so off the spring. I kicked all their sprinkler heads off. See, alcohol allowed me to do things like that. I was dangerous from the moment I started drinking. I've never, this is supposed to be a peaceful thing, not you whining and crying, Sawyer. Thank you. Hi, Patricia. Hold on a second, I'll mute you guys. All right. One cat's being a little pissy today. He probably needs a little more attention. He's a little bit older, and he's just a crank. He's like, get off my lawn, which is the bed. Right? They all like to hang out in that window. Of course, now they're all gone. But they were, but the less people tolerated us, the more we withdrew from society, from life itself. Now, this part did Oh yeah, this happened, you bet. This is the path of alcoholism. Okay. Now you might be living with people. I had a lot of roommates. I had a lot of roommates. I'll put it that way. Um, and even they would get worried about me. Hey Dion, you okay in there? And and to me, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, see? Ah, that's revenge, man. Thing is we were a little bit sneakier about it. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? That kid's name was Shay. You know what my son's name is? Shay. I even spelt it the same way, but he's named after a book. It's Shale Goal from a Terry Brooks book. All right. The less people tolerated us, the more we withdrew from society, from life itself. We became subjects of King Alcohol, shivering denizens of his mad realm. The chilling vapor that is loneliness settled down. And at this point in your it was unprovoked even. Wow. You were a dick. All right. The shivering denizens of his mad realm, the chilling vapor that is loneliness settled down. And when this happens, we become indifferent. That loneliness will create an indifference. And then we start drinking on the fuck it's. Well, fuck it. Everybody hates me already anyway. Nobody likes. And then we'll turn around and say, yeah, but I'm not hurting anyone. But all these people are upset with us. But I'm not hurting anyone. This is usually where we're going to get you. This is usually where we're going to get you. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite too. I like 152. And there's a part in the family afterward that I absolutely love. Yeah. You know what? The big book's kind of like Billy Joel. People say, what's your favorite Billy Joel song? And I'll say, well, the one that's playing. That'll be my current favorite Billy. There isn't one. As long as it's not piano, man. Yeah. Song's all right. No, I like some of his deeper stuff. So, anyway, some of us sought out sordid places hoping to find understanding, companionship, and approval. Now, I'm going to tell you, sometimes we don't seek them out. Sometimes it just happens. When I was 17, I drank under a bridge. It wasn't for very long. I don't remember my brain just it's not best with time. Okay. So we went to these places looking for companionship and approval. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for. I didn't want to drink like other people. I just wanted to be accepted and wanted and needed and loved for who I was. But unfortunately, I didn't know who I was. I was somebody that wasn't, and I was born Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yes, so I was born Mr. Hyde, and I had to become Dr. Jekyll. I had to learn it. I had to be taught how to be honest. But first, I had to be willing. But before that, I had to understand and be aware that I was lying. That I was lying. Even though in my heart of hearts, I thought I was right. Daryl, I get this. Yeah, I get that. I was bad attention is better than no attention because it's the only attention I understood. It's all I understood, man. I just wanted to be a part of, and I never was. I was never a part of my family. I never had any peers. I didn't have any friends until I started drinking. And even then, they weren't friends. I was the clown. I was entertainment. But when things got dangerous, oh, they were gone. They were gone. See, my friends drank like I did, but the difference was they went to college. I went to Skid Row. Big fucking difference. Now, though, I can't deem anybody an alcoholic, but, thanks, Daryl. I appreciate that. I really ask God to help me. Momentarily we did, then would come oblivion and the awful awakening to face the hideous four horsemen. The awfully awakening, no. I woke up, they said, Dion, here's a horse. You want to go riding? I said, fuck yeah, I want to go riding. You're my boys. You're my boys. Terror, bewilderment, frustration, despair, unhappy drinkers will understand. Yeah, I understand. These motherfuckers were my best friends. What do you think I utilized to keep you the fuck away from me so I could continue drinking? Yeah. That's what we call a different kind of hell. Right? They weren't good friends. They weren't very good friends. Thank you. I don't know where that came from. I just said it and steal it because it's a good line and it just came to my head. So now and then a serious drinker being dry at the moment says, I don't miss it all. Feel better, work better, having a better time. I understand this. I've been there. I've been there. Yeah. As ex-problem drinkers, we smile at such as Sally. We know our friend is like a little boy whistling in the dark to keep up his spirits. He fools himself. Inwardly, he would give anything to take half a dozen drinks and get away with them. That's the key. And get away with it. So here's another thrill, my friends. It's a thrill. See, inside, his brain wants to fool other people. It isn't even the drinking. It isn't even the drinking. He wants to get away with it. That's the thrill. That's why we steal. That's why we do illegal things. That is why I don't like alcohol. I don't like cops when I'm drinking. Because I'm doing something wrong and I know it. And I don't want to get caught. I don't want to get caught and get away with it. I've run from the cops so many times and they never caught me. I remember hiding in a bush once. They walked by me like 10 times. I'm just there going, okay, anyway. But here it comes. He will presently try the old game again, for he isn't happy about his sobriety. Wow, I'm so sorry. He cannot picture life without alcohol. Someday, he will be unable to imagine life either with alcohol or without it. Then he will know loneliness such as we do. That's when it happens. Okay, he will be at the jumping off place. He will wish for the end. Now, wishing for the end doesn't necessarily mean wishing to die. Wishing for the end could be, can I just stop drinking? It could be that too. Okay. It could be the end of something, but it doesn't always have to be death. This doesn't always have to be, he wished for the end. Yeah, the end of this old life. The end of the old life. And we know that loneliness. It says, loneliness such as few do. Okay? So when I walk into the rooms, and I was feeling lonely, I didn't have to explain it. The fact that I don't have to explain my feelings, my problems, and all these other things because you already understand is a huge fucking relief for me. Because a person who is 54 years old, I am tired of explaining it. It's somebody else's turn. Like oh, I'm sorry, Daryl, you joined. Are you there? There you are. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
I didn't hear
I was
the
getting a
I
cup of
didn't hear
coffee
the
and
hope
shit.
or anything. So
I just became conscious. Yesterday was a bad day, man. And it's like, so
yeah,
and then I wake up to 151. That's
you know,
that's guy keeping his anonymity for me.
yeah. Um, it was the reading for today. It was the title. I'm like, because it's Sunday, and I always like doing hopeful things on Sundays because it's God's day, right? And I saw a new life, and I'm like, that's it. So
Be right back. Gotta get my coffee. I'll be right back.
that's not a problem. We got to do some more reading. We have shown you how we got out from under. You say, yes, I'm willing. But am I to be consigned to a life where I shall be stupid, boring, and glum like some righteous people I see? I know I must get along without liquor, but how can I have you a sufficient substitute? I'm not big on like some righteous people I see because I need to be open minded now. But I'm going to tell you now, it's not how it works. Mm-mm.
But
I've had
that's how
I've
our
had the
brain
best.
that's how our that's
I've
how
had
our
the.
brain works, isn't it? We're judgmental.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to somebody else. Can you repeat that?
I said, but isn't that how our brain works? We're judgmental.
Yes.
He
That,
he's righteous. He's righteous. Who the fuck
yeah.
does he think he is?
Well, they put that in there so that we have something to agree on, if it makes sense. A coming to place. Um, Now you can be stupid. You can be stupid and boring glum if that's what you want, though. I mean, I'm making a joke. So it says, yes, there is a substitute, and it's vastly more than that. It is the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. Now, here's the thing. I mean, it's more than that. It says it's vastly more than that because here we are at a place where how are we going to describe all these different experiences? Because your experience is going to be different. There you will find release from care, boredom, and worry. Your imagination will be fired. Life will mean something at last. The most satisfactory years of your existence lie ahead. Thus, we find the fellowship, and so will you. My fellowship over the last couple of weeks has been growing. Um, so you never know, when it's going to happen. Time's not a factor to it, is I guess is what I'm trying to say. Um, but there's something about coming to AA. I what I say about AA is where bullshit and loneliness dies. Because I come in and maybe I think I'm being I hear that you hear it a lot in AA, the newcomers. I'm pretty honest and I don't get mad at other people. I don't have any resentments. you know,
That's kind of, but my perception of what being honest had to change
mhm,
as well,
correct. Um,
or my
I'd like,
definition of it.
yeah. Well,
Cash register honesty was not it.
yeah. Well, I didn't know how. So therefore, when a
Exactly.
newcomer comes in, I allow them to be as honest as they can, which may not be very much. It'll pop up. There we go. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't show up in the chat on this side, so I have to post it so we can see what it says.
Well, it's so
Help me
small
do
and
the
on my
back end.
phone.
So, but yeah, there's been even lately. There's been I don't want to call it a movement, but I have friends in my life that decide they didn't want to be in some AA meet. They love AA, but some of the people in it just they can't handle it. So I created a group for those people, and we're getting back to a grassroots, and I'm really excited about this because I think um
My first thoughts this morning waking up was, oh shit, it's after 11.
I got up at 10. See, and even then I'm like I ain't gonna make it at 11, so it's 11:10. But we'll get better. If it's at 10:55 or
I
11:50,
just,
that's fine.
yeah, I needed to catch up on
Well, you didn't get any
my,
sleep the night before.
and I didn't get to sleep again until I was up till 2 a.m. again.
Yeah. So, I would rather you take care of yourself, and because I'm used to this. I'll come on here crying. I came on here the day my dog died. I came on here. Here we go. Well, I'm laughing because I thought I was an honest person when I came into AA the first time. Yeah. And we're kind of laughing at ourselves. So, I was talking to somebody once, and this is how deep rooted our lies can get. And um, I was speaking, and this is when I was like 24, 25, and I was speaking at Primary Purpose. And I was talking to somebody, and Donnie and Marie Osmond came up, and I said, "Oh, I'm related to Donnie and Marie Osmond." And because I grew up Mormon, and it's believable, right? And my mom was standing there, and she goes, "No, you're not, Dion." She says, "No, you're not." And I started laughing. I'm like, "No way, no way." And so I had to turn to the other person and say, "I guess I'm not." Right? But everybody, I didn't have to explain the joke. Everybody around me knew. It was just funny, and we can laugh at ourselves for those things because, well, it's silly, man. It's silly. Because I don't want to call myself stupid or a liar or anything like that. It's silly, so we're going to laugh at it.
I'm related to Val Kilmer.
Are you? Now, he's
He's
originally from Boulder, isn't
he's from, well, his
he?
family's from Chicago,
Okay. All right.
but people go, you don't spell your name the same. Well, my family has two different spellings of our last name,
Oh,
one L and two L's.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the two L's, and we Kilmers were Catholic,
Okay.
and part of them branched off, followed Martin Luther, and they wanted to make a differentiating
Yeah.
thing about we're not them, and so they added an L.
Wow.
But I've actually,
That is a really interesting story, man.
that goes way back.
Yeah. And I
But
love Val Kilmer. I love him, man.
he
He's a
he's
fantastic actor.
I I met him twice, and both were at family funerals in the city.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's not doing well at all, health wise.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all getting older and stuff. I
He
like
can't
what,
even talk.
I'm sorry.
He can't even talk right now. If you look at some of his videos or some of the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, just way off topic. But that's one of those things where people go, "Oh, bullshit." You can tell
But
when people are lying. They go, "True story."
I like what Patricia put here, and I like this because
Naive.
we are naive. That's the exact right word. What does naive mean? It means I don't know yet.
I'm uneducated,
Yeah, it means
unaware, don't have that
unaware. I
experience.
think unaware is the best one. I like that one best because uneducated to me
I don't
means
have that experience.
yeah, I haven't been there. So thank you, Patricia. Right now we're going to do the reading from here. Life is better without alcohol. And I don't care who you are. They're showing that alcohol is just not any good for you anymore. Well, it never was. AA and the presence of a higher power keeps me sober. But the grace of God does even better. It brings service into my life. Contact with the AA program teaches me a new and greater understanding of what Alcoholics Anonymous is and what it does. But most importantly, it helps show me who I am, an alcoholic who needs the constant experience of Alcoholics Anonymous so that I may live a life given to me by a higher power. And this is chock full of some good stuff. Um, I like this because most importantly, it shows me who I am, an alcoholic who needs the constant experience. And that means every day. I made the mistake. I had about 8, 9 years of sobriety. I'm like, oh, I don't need AA, and it wasn't long before 12 years, but it wasn't long before I was off to the races again. And I won't make that mistake again. I don't think there's ever a point in my life where there's not something new for me to learn.
I need AA's redundancy.
So, well, what do you mean by redundancy? I get it, but not everybody will get it.
What I mean is, the big book should not be a novel. We don't read it once and put it on the shelf.
Okay.
It's a reference book.
Yes.
That we go back to, and hence we practice this in all of our affairs. I have to continually have that input and practice.
Yeah.
I have to do things consistently, repetitively, and all of it. And for more reasons than one. One, I got a really good forgetter.
That's what I was going to bring up. That's why I need that consent. I mean, there's things in this program I forget all the time, and I need to be reminded. And I may go to a meeting and maybe a newcomer, maybe somebody that's in the program and it's their first day, and they say something, be like, oh, that's right. I need to be making sure I do that.
Where you at, Patricia?
Because my forgetter works great. So.
Yeah, my forgetter seriously tries to override my rememberer all the time.
Yeah, and this is a good way for me to remember it. I go to bed every night a recovered alcoholic, and I wake up a drunk, and I start over again.
That's a great analogy. I like that.
Yeah, I wake up and I start over again. Here we are today, God. We got another day. So
another set of 24 is fresh every day at midnight. Click reset.
Yep. And you can start your day over anytime you want. Anytime.
There's a meme out there that I love, and it shows a tree stump. And in the middle of this old tree stump that's, about so tall and is good size, right in the center of it is one little sapling.
Yeah, like one little
coming out of it.
Yeah.
I can restart at any point.
That's right. Yeah. All right. I got 15 minutes till the noon meeting, so I'm gonna get ready for that. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad you woke up and I'm glad you got some sleep, man.
Send me that link again. Okay. Would you please, for the nooner?
Yeah.
I don't know how to save them, man. Every time I come on live here with you, I have to scroll back for about 15 fucking minutes to find the link to go live.
You know what I'll do? I'll just start because I'm doing a bunch anyway. I'll just throw it in until we figure out a good way to do it. Until we get consistent, and 11 o'clock is bam, bam. Instead of sending you the link for the video, I'm going to send you the link to come in.
Okay.
So that way,
speaking of forgetters,
you don't have to scroll. And then if you're like, I'm not really up for it today, then you can just go to Facebook and watch live from there if you want to.
Speaking of forgetters, I still haven't downloaded WhatsApp. WhatsApp or app or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Yeah, I feel kind of special because there were a couple people that they're like, I don't use WhatsApp, but for you, I'll go ahead and download it. I'm like, oh man, thanks.
That's exactly it, too. And it's like,
Makes you feel good. Well, they know I'm not going to abuse it.
well, it's not you. I just know what's coming when I have the app on my phone.
Yeah,
Been
it's a
there, done
group.
that.
Oh, this group of people is. I can't wait. I can't wait because and we all kind of know each other already too. So it's the same people we've been talking about. So. All right.
Patricia, real quick, where are you that you call it healed tea? I like that term.
Yeah. And she has told me 50 million times where she's from. Brazil. She's from Brazil.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I don't want to get into politics, but that's kind of in upheaval at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And I may be wrong. My dyslexia has been great the last couple of days, so I could be wrong. Patricia, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't like giving bad information about anything.
Could be Antarctica.
Yeah. Yeah, and Patricia, she's hopped on with me before. We had a great conversation, I think a week ago or so.
Well, I hope you're okay down there if that's where you are. Yeah. Because I've been reading about that down there.
Yeah, we might have to collect some money, bring Patricia to the States.
Hey, I tell you what, have you read any of what's going on down there? Not to get off track.
No, I had no idea what was going on
not
down
good.
there. Yeah. Yeah, there's only so much that I'm willing to look at because there's a lot of things going on in the world, and I am easily caught up. My empathy will see somebody hurting and I'll get caught up, and then I start fighting the wrong fight, and so I got to be careful.
Yeah, my anal mind doesn't let me do that. I'm that guy.
Here we said this when a fellow think he or she is not to be in AA anymore. Oh, they're called healed tea when they don't think they need to be in AA anymore.
Ah, yeah. I just say they get well.
Yeah, that were well. So
yeah, I like that. I'm stealing that one too, Patricia.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
Patricia does a lot of great work down there. So we knew what you meant. We knew what you meant. All right. I do need to get going here.
I'll see you in a couple minutes.
I love you. You know I do. Peace out.